Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Surviving Bosques. Today, we're going to talk about cafeteria in our second episode. So, tell me, Fer, how would you start this podcast?
From what I've seen here in high school, it's that there's a lot of debate on the cafeteria prices. Some say it's too expensive, others say that the prices are fair or normal. And in my opinion, I think the cafeteria is a good choice because it's way easier than doing your lunch or bring it to school or maybe organize what you're going to eat the next day. Obviously, there's a lot of people that bring their own food, maybe because they don't want to waste money on food here, or maybe it's just because they prefer bringing their own lunch. But yeah, there's lots of different opinions. And for example, what's yours, Memo?
I think the cafeteria here in high school Bosques is way better than middle school. Even though it can be more expensive, we have delicious snacks like you can find Doritos, Maruchan, fruit, coffee, frappes. So it is true that we have a lot of junk food, which is not very good for us, but it is very tasty. And I love it because when you're hungry and you have no money, with just 3 pesos, you can afford some lollipops, or and you can choose between spicy sweets or even alcoholic, referring to the small beers, obviously. And yeah, I think the cafeteria here in high school is like is like a restaurant for us because in middle school we didn't have like a amount of food that is different. And here in high school, we have different flavors. What do you think, Dinora?
Well, in my case, I don't buy or consume the food they sell in the cafeteria, so I can't really talk about how bad or good the food is. But I've seen the prices, and I feel like the prices are fair enough. The ingredients, as far as I'm concerned, are good quality and not just some low quality stuff. But on the menu, I know that there are a variety of choices for students to pick from. They have a ton of different flavored drinks, and their meals look very promising. I should probably get something from the cafeteria now that I'm on this note, of course. Now, money wise. In my opinion, at some point, it might become a high expense throughout the year, but of course, there's always the chance to bring something from home to save some money.
Yeah, I agree with you, Dinora. I make my food in here in my home and then I take it to school. But I think for the people that usually buy from the cafeteria, it's actually good because the quality and the price are like very compatible. So I think it's really fair the price it has. I don't actually consume that much of what cafeteria sells because I bring my food from my home. But I sometimes buy some chips, and I really like the prices and the variety, like Memo says. I mean, I am a new student, so I didn't went to middle school here in Bosques. But when we go to physical education, I've seen the cafeteria and it's super small and it doesn't have the variety this has. So I think that's a real good option because I'm so indecisive, so I can have many options. And I think the prices are very fair because the food is actually good. It has a good quality.
Okay, thank you for sharing your opinions. They were actually interesting because some say the cafeteria might be too expensive, the others say it is actually fair. So, yeah, we have different points of view. But I think we all have one thing in common: the variety of stuff they sell there is actually good. And even though they are new students, they have a detailed opinion about this. Or, like I said, maybe when you're hungry and you have no money, there are small options that are cheap, including candies, some cacahuates, Doritos. Everything is actually good, and you can fill out your stomach while you're studying, while you're making a video, or anything. And especially like that the cafeteria is always open. You can be in any class and you see students buying in the cafeteria, and I think that's an extra point. So we complete our second episode, Cafeteria, of Surviving Bosques. Thank you.